Few combat helicopters are as iconic as the Mi-24. This Soviet-era powerhouse combines the roles of a troop transport and an attack gunship in a single, formidable platform. Today we are taking a closer look at every variant of the legendary Crocodile, how they differ, what makes each one unique, and how to make the most of them in combat. The first production version was the Mi-24A. Visually, it stands out with its more angular nose section, which houses a machine gun. Compared to other early helicopters, the Mi-24 is noticeably larger, which negatively affects its maneuverability. Crocodile feels sluggish and heavy, so it's crucial to plan your route and flight path in advance. However, the size of this bird allowed engineers to install not one, but two engines, each producing 2,100 horsepower. This gives the aircraft a top speed of over 330 kilometers an hour, one of the highest among helicopters in War Thunder. Another feature contributing to its performance is its wide wings, which provide extra lift. They also carry the main armaments. Weapons at your disposal include bombs ranging from 250 to 500 kilograms, S-5K rockets, gun pods, and 4 Falanga ATGMs. The Falangas are the key weapons to focus on. Since the Mi-24A lacks a ballistic computer, bombs and rockets can only be effectively used at very close range. The Falanga, on the other hand, has a range of 4 kilometers. This allows the Mi-24A to stay relatively safe from AA vehicles that use conventional guns, though it's still best to stick close to terrain to avoid missile-based SPAA systems, especially since the first Crocodile has no defensive countermeasures whatsoever. The Mi-24D brings a host of critical upgrades. It's the first variant equipped with countermeasures, flare and chaff dispensers, plus an optical electronic jamming system in the rear section to throw off heat-seeking missiles. Furthermore, the exhaust system was redesigned to reduce the heat signature, further boosting survivability against infrared threats. Offensively, the D variant gets a serious boost with the arrival of powerful S-24 rockets. These hit much harder than the S-5Ks and are capable of knocking out tanks with a single hit. These rockets are perfect for lightning-quick, low-altitude attacks that disrupt enemy formations and sow chaos. The frontal fuselage section of the vehicle was redesigned. The pilot and gunner now sit in separate, staggered cockpits, which slims down the front end of the aircraft. The nose is sleeker and more aerodynamic. The machine gun is mounted in a rotating turret and replaced with the faster-firing Yak-B, which performs pretty well against air targets that are on the slower side. The Mi-24V introduces the ability to carry up to 4 R-60M air-to-air missiles. These all-aspect missiles can be a nasty surprise for enemy aircraft expecting an easy kill. They don't increase the helicopter's spawn cost either, so they can be equipped from the start of a match. The Mi-24V also receives other new toys, gun pods, and the more advanced 9M114 Sturm ATGMs. These missiles are over twice as fast as the Falangas and have a longer range of 5 kilometers. You can carry up to 8 of them, making this variant of the Crocodile a great pick for long-range sniping. The Mi-24P is nearly identical to the V model, with one major difference: its fixed armament. This version doesn't have the machine gun turret. Instead, it comes with a fixed 30mm GSH-30 2K cannon mounted on the right side of the vehicle. While aiming this weapon is more difficult, it has enough destructive power to make it effective not only against aircraft, but also against armored targets on the ground. The Mi-35M, the final Crocodile in the Soviet roster, is ready for any kind of threat. It keeps the familiar remote turret, but this time it houses a twin-barrel 23mm cannon, highly effective against both ground and air targets. At the same time, this model is built to survive in modern air combat. It features an advanced fire control system that allows the pilot to track targets automatically while maneuvering, giving it a real edge in defensive dogfights. Its main anti-air weapon? Up to 8 Igla missiles, heat seekers with built-in protection against jamming. For ground attacks, the helicopter carries Ataka ATGMs with a 6-kilometer range. As this Crocodile is equipped with thermals, these missiles are very easy to use. Even without guided missiles, it remains deadly. It can carry up to 10 S-13OF high-explosive fragmentation rockets that are powerful enough to punch through even the heaviest armor. Variants of the Crocodile appear in other tech trees as well. There are a couple of Mi-24Ps in the German roster. Italy features Hungarian versions of the V, D, and P models, and China fields the Pakistani Mi-35M. All these helicopters are nearly identical to their Soviet counterparts. However, the South African Super Hind, available as a part of the British tech tree, brings something unique to the table. This heavily modernized version features an advanced fire control system with automatic target tracking and thermal imaging. It's armed with Ingwe ATGMs with a range of 5 kilometers and a 20mm cannon, with excellent penetration and a decent fire rate. The Mi-24 has earned its place as a legend of military aviation. Its blend of versatility and combat effectiveness has made the Crocodile a favorite of pilots and armies all around the world. Which variant of this iconic helicopter is your favorite? Tell us in the comments below.